This week on the Garden Tarts, the lost first single. I can't believe I'm saying that. I'm just so enamored by it now. Okay, deep breaths. Track 8, Fez Being Born.
We had a nice little reprieve from Eno for 3 songs, but now we're back full on Eno. So my next note is what's occurring?
That's a-
I don't know. Like, it's very creative, but I just feel like there's so much thrown at me at once. I'm like blinking my eyes. So like this is my kind of story about this. Years ago, my cousin had a friend from high school or something that was in town, and we all went to some bar and met up. And the friend like comes walking out, and she's just very tall and very loud and moved really fast. And it was like I was like, "Oh my god, like, I'm scared." So
and
don't
that's not fair to the other songs.
No, I get it.
Oh, how the truth arrives on side B. I mean, thank goodness this is on an album that is good enough.
True. So not this song, but the album, good enough.
Good enough. I will say this is a work of art. I'm not like taking down the craftsmanship of it. I just don't get it
Uh,
in this context.
Again, my statement about it is it's very creative, but I just feel like there's so much thrown out at me at one time.
Yeah. And I'm apparently it's a journey and I don't feel it. Hey Hillary,
Hi, Jenny. How are you?
I am just as good as I was 3 seconds ago.
Yeah. Long time no talk. I mean,
Yes.
from 2 minutes ago. But yeah.
Mhm.
So this
So,
oh, go
go
ahead.
ahead.
This is side B of No Line on the Horizon. We are recording on Sunday, November 16th. If you're listening, it is on or after November 26th, 2025. This is season 7, episode 47.
And you're listening to Kissing Lips and Breaking Hearts with the Garden Tarts. And
Welcome.
as Hillary said, we are side B of No Line on the Horizon. If you missed side A, you might want to scooch back
Yeah.
because we are picking up straight with track number 7
Yep.
of stand-up comedy.
Yes.
Noted, if you don't know our tradition, we do a shot after every drink, after every song,
Obviously, we
obviously.
and there's almost always like a test to see if we have actually had that many drinks, and you just failed it.
I passed it.
You passed it.
So this is track 7. We are actually 7 shots in because we do one after the initial overall talk too. So while this is a different week to you, it's the same night to us.
Again, 7 shots in.
Yes. Our drink is called Good Enough. It is cream of cacao and peppermint schnapps because they blend together, so there's no line on the horizon.
No line, and the name comes from, that the band has always said that they'll hang it up when they have 2 crap albums in a row, and this album was just good enough.
Just good enough. Actually, all the stuff I read for this album said 1 crap album and they were out.
I always
But
heard 2.
I've always heard 2 also, but I think they might have amended it after this.
A minute.
Right? Because I was like, I read it 2 or 3 times. So like 1 crap album were out. And that's why Larry was like, I'm not going down for this album.
Yeah.
I'm not going out for this. This was fucked up. But so yeah, this was good enough to keep
And
going.
we have, like, on the last episode, I kind of read a disclaimer that every like, U2 albums are, like, the best albums ever, including this one if you compare it to, like, somebody else's best album. This is maybe their worst, but that's still better than most people's best album.
Yeah.
So if you are a loyal listener, if you are U2, we're still band loyal. We just don't stand behind this album entirely.
I also think they would be surprised if we both loved it.
they would be surprised if we.
Yeah, because they know that fans are not
Yeah,
fans
yeah,
of this
yeah.
album.
But that said, we have a guest coming on our next episode who is, my friend Kip. He ha
He's our official garden tart bartender.
he has, he's crafted several of our beverages over the years, not this one because
We didn't have time.
we didn't have time. But anyway, so Kip will be on, and he is going to praise the
Profess his love.
profess for your love.
For your love.
Yeah, and so, anyway, he's gonna do that, and then the B-side of that episode is gonna be us talking about 360.
Yeah. And then that will cap off 2020, the mandatory 2025
Yeah,
episodes.
yeah, and we're like, after that, we are on a straight path to Songs of Innocence, which I thank you. I cannot wait. I wanna do that album in, like, let's do it in, like, the first week of January. I
I
wanna
have
do
a feeling we'll do it much sooner than November.
We shouldn't though, we really should wait, but I'm oh my god. The fact that so this is another thing, after we finish this album, we will immediately start into Songs of Innocence, like, that's just our regular listening, so we're ready,
Yeah.
but I'm
And we
listening to this.
pretty
Wow.
I would sorry, I interrupted you.
And you go ahead.
Like, I don't typically listen to U2 albums on a whole, like, I don't.
Yeah,
So, for us to finish one that we have dug into, to then, like, deliberately start listening to another one, like, that's a pretty massive movement for us.
yeah,
We used to be really like, I remember we were like, "I can't listen to October Baby yet.
I know.
You have to wait."
I'm trying to remember what album was it that there was an album that I just didn't wanna let go of. It might have been Unforgettable Fire.
Oh, I think
I think it was that one that
that one really hit you hard, yeah.
I mean, I've always loved that album, but I also think there's a difference in, like, albums that came out before our fandom and
Yeah.
albums that came out after because we knew this in real time. And, like, Unforgettable Fire, we weren't fans yet, so it was
So we're listening to it, like, as history.
as history, and I think that that made a really big difference, but I remember just not wanting to let go of that
Yeah,
album, like, it
yeah.
was great.
But we'll be glad to move on from this
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Track 7, stand-up comedy, which I never understood. Hillary was always like, "This is it.
Yeah,
Best song on the album," and I'm like, "You're fucking crazy." And now I'm like, "This should have been the first single.
yeah,
This is the best song on the album."
and so, like,
Single song.
there's this phenomenon that, when I go out to eat and I find something I really, really like, it will immediately be removed from the menu. Like,
Yep.
we can go back the next week, it's gone. If I just say it, I like this food, even to anybody passing by, they're gonna take it off the menu, and I feel like that has that resonates a little bit in
Yeah.
songs too, because this was originally my favorite song. It was played 0 times. I've heard it 0 times.
0 times.
Come on.
So, like, I truly believe that songs if a song doesn't resonate with you, you're just not ready for it a lot of time sometimes the song is just over there. But this one, apparently, I just wasn't ready for it. It needed to arrive for me,
It
but it's so cool.
it is.
It's really cool, and it's like, I don't know, last time I listened to it before we started recording, I had, like, some adjectives for it, but it just, like it's, like, tongue in cheek while also, like, really hip and modern,
Yeah, yeah.
and the great groove, it sounds familiar. It turns out that it comes from, like, Bono and the band will say, "John Lennon meets Led Zeppelin meets Bowie,"
I get that.
which I was like, "Yep." And this is part of why this is the
Me
3rd song of the Rubber Soul
Yeah, me
section.
the Yardbirds, because the Yardbirds have that song "For Your Love," and it's just like
Yeah,
I mean, it's just, pronunciation, but it's right, right from
yeah,
there. So "For Your Love" is, from the Yardbirds sang that song, and every time I hear this song, I think of that song, but this is a U2 song.
Yes, and this is not one of the character songs.
Right.
This is a Bono. He is having a laugh at himself. Stand Up to Rock Stars. I have that T-shirt. Napoleon, it's actually a tank top. Napoleon high heels. Josephine, be careful of small men with big ideas. I mean,
I had that
seriously.
yeah, I love that. I had that circle too. The only thing that I can say that, um, I don't love about this album, and it's the same thing as, like, I just mentioned about, like, I still haven't found what I'm looking for, that it hit the break is different in the lyrics.
Yeah,
Bono says, "I gotta stand up to the ego, but my ego is not really the enemy." That's just like a run-on sentence. He needs to break that up or something because it sounds awkward.
yeah.
It's not a run-on sentence, but it's a run-on lyric, and
It does go on. I like it, but
I
it
do
does seem that he worked to fit it in.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
like
to fit it in.
the lyric, it's just
Yeah,
where it is seems to be
yeah.
awkward, but if that's the worst thing I have to say about this song, that's a good song.
This is such a missed opportunity. Also, so this was inspired why it's called stand-up comedy. It was inspired by Stand Up and Take Action campaign. It was a campaign against poverty. Bono explains it's inspired by this concept of stand up. It's a little diamond, though. It's not a let's hold hands and the world is a better place sort of song. It's more kick down the door of your own hypocrisy. It did come out of Fez with the title For Your Love, and it was finished later in the sessions. Lanois said that the song went through a lot of changes and was about 6 different songs. He suggests that it would be a great study, like have like a mini EP of each of the songs, like the evolution of a U2
Oh,
song.
that would
I think that would be cool.
yeah.
Bono says, "What are you gonna stand up for?" Side note that I'm gonna keep in here, you talked about the Stone Roses
Yeah,
the other day. That's mentioned in here. John Lennon meets Led Zeppelin, meets David Bowie with a touch of the Stone Roses thrown in.
interesting. Also
Bono asks, "What are you going to stand up for? What are you going to stand up against?" I love the idea of standing up to rock stars because they're a bunch of megalomaniacs. Brainstorming riff, probably the most powerful in U2's entire history. That's interesting. It's a big riff.
yeah. There's also, like, we talked about lyrical cadence before. There's actually, like, a little bit of a cadence to this song.
Yeah.
Like, I listen to it and it kinda makes you wanna walk, like march.
What do I have? It doesn't sound like anything we've done before, and it doesn't really sound like anything that's happening in the moment. That's like the U2-ness of it. Like, I don't know. I feel like the best U2 songs, they just feel so new
Yeah.
while also feeling like a solid, cohesive piece of music as opposed to, like, art?
Yeah,
I don't know how else to explain that. Does that make sense?
yeah.
Some of these lyrics well, the soul rockin' people moving on, I put that with the Let Me in the Sound, but the Come On You People, We're Made of Stars, I've never known that lyric. We're made of stars. It's towards the end.
Oh.
I don't know. I really like that phrase. I don't think it's obvious when he's singing it that that's what he's saying.
Maybe
Anyway,
this is what when I say maybe it's kind of the cadence of it, it's like a protest song or something, like he's sitting behind a you know,
yeah,
uh
there's an urgency to it.
yeah, but he's like has a lot of people that he's, like, sitting behind a podium or something, like, banging his fist, banging his shoe, I forget.
The DNA lotto may have left you smart, but can you stand up to beauty, dictator of the heart? I just love that.
Yeah,
The DNA lotto. Stand up to hope, faith, love, but when I'm getting over certainty. That's a very Bono thing about
yeah.
certainty. What else? Let me make sure because I have second pages for everything. It was another song all wait, this was the study on of itself that Lanois was talking about, how it was like so many different songs. It would be a cool full-length CD, just the evolution of stand-up comedy. It was another song altogether, a great song, but in the end, it felt crafted, more craft than soul, and we like to make soul music. Eno has also commented on the painful birth of songs. It can be frustrating at times when they sometimes take a song and work it to the ground and then work it back to life. That's what happened with stand-up comedy.
Hmm.
There was some quote I read in all of this that was like a YouTube producer as a producer that didn't quit,
Ah, okay.
that was willing to deal with them.
Yeah, I get it. That's interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, total winner.
Yep.
Again,
I told you guys.
you did. There was I don't know what I don't know where I was that I couldn't. It is so obvious to me what a winner this song is. And I think people would have been like, this is some funky shit. I want to hear more of this album.
Never played it. Never.
They go and play Unknown Caller. What? 35 times? Again, we don't know what it would take to play it.
That's true.
The guitar is amazing. I do. And we'll talk about this later, but and we've talked about this in other apps that like they have their own fucking radio station. They get to pick the hits.
Right, right? You don't hear this one.
But like they could have let these songs evolve on stage and found them. But that's a discussion over whiskey and cake.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Very curious about that. So, okay. Track 7,
Good
more
enough.
than good enough.
Definitely good enough.
The lost first single. I can't believe I'm saying that. I'm just so enamored by it now. Okay, deep breaths. Track 8, Fez being born. Picture this. You're at an art museum on a field trip,
Okay.
and there's this painting in front of you, and you're looking at it, and you're like, I understand why this is deemed as art, but what is it? And then someone says to you, oh, the inspiration was this, and this is the story. And once you know the story, you can see it. And then you feel like an asshole and dumb because you don't see the story and you still don't get it. And then you're like, guess I'm not good at art.
So I only have a few things to say about this. One, the Eno mark is 13 seconds.
Okay.
We had a nice little
Oh,
reprieve.
the Let Me in the Sounds.
We had a nice little reprieve from Eno for 3 songs, but now we're back full on Eno. So my next note is what's occurring?
That's
I don't know. Like, it's very creative, but I just feel like there's so much thrown at me at once. I'm, like, blinking my eyes, so, like, this is
it's
how
a Passenger song.
oh, it does sound like it would. It should.
It belongs on his soundtrack.
Yeah, okay, so you're right. So, this is my kind of story about this. Years ago, my cousin had a friend from high school or something that was in town, and we all went to some bar and met up on it was like Thanksgiving or something, I don't remember. And the friend, like, comes walking out, and she's just very tall and very loud, and she moved really fast, and it was like I was like, "Oh my god, like, I'm scared." Like, I've never seen I've never seen anybody, like, just be that intimidating just physically, like
Yeah.
and so we went outside and my cousin said, "You have a lighter?" She pulls this lighter out of her purse that is like this big. And I'm just like, my eyes, like, she's flying at my face and I have to blink my eyes because this lady scared the crap out of me because she was so big and so much. And that's how I feel about this song.
Interesting. Okay.
She's just flying at my face and I have to blink.
It's like they tell the story of like some French African cop. He's traveling. He's not going out, know what's going on with his girls. He sees the African fire. Like there's like this whole story, and it's like 8 lines that take 100 years to sing. If you gave this to me as a poem, I would have no idea what it was
No.
because it's literally the first. It's 6 o'clock. That's how the first thing goes.
Yeah.
I have written "What the crap," and I mean that just
What's occurring?
what's occurring, it does not belong on a U2 album.
No.
Nothing about it. I have something highlighted, and I wrote, "Apparently, I don't like a chorus of men." I like harmony.
Yeah.
I don't need everyone singing the same thing. That is kumbaya around the campfire. Go do it with your friends somewhere else.
Yeah. So needless
I'm
to say,
feeling angry.
I get it. I feel angry about this too. Needless to say, and rightfully so, it was played 0 times.
Let's see. I do have some stuff from some research that I did not highlight that I'm going to look at real quick. This is the start of the album's third movement. It's a miniature symphony in 3 parts. Fez being born opens like morning through an exploratory Eastern inflected painterly sonic squiggle. That's now Stokes. He's using a lot of words.
This is something that I've recently decided. I've shared it with Jenny several times. In my old age, I feel like less is more.
Yeah. Let's see. Marrying the two, Fez and being born, was a feat of genius. I'm always looking for outstanding transitional moments like that, Lanois said. They can't take that for granted. They have to be thought of scientifically. That is great for a non U2 album. We don't have transitional movements. We have songs.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I feel like I speak for all of you too when I say that.
You do.
Ah.
I feel like we should I don't know, again with the signs. I feel like we should have signs that say like we don't have movements.
We have songs.
We have songs.
Let's
We should
see.
get it on t-shirts or something. No, we should not. But
No,
okay.
we should not.
No.
We do not want to stand up to rock stars in that way. There are times to stand up to rock stars, it's not then. Lanois said that Bono thought it had this great feeling like it was almost something coming to life, like a flower opening or coming into the world and then into the being born section. It is a high-speed rhythmic part. It is literally birth. Like I'm being born, a bleeding start, head first, then foot, then heart set sail. Like, thank God the baby's not breech. I'm done with track 8.
Yeah, please and thank you.
This is of everything on this album, this is the only one I didn't wanna do.
Yeah. No, I get it. I totally get it.
And when I think of No Line on the Horizon, I have to reframe my mind because this is what I think of.
Yes, I agree. So I
And
don't
that's not fair to the other songs.
no, I get it.
Oh, how the truth arrives on side B. I mean, thank goodness this is on an album that is good enough.
True. So not this song, but the album, good enough.
Good enough. I will say this is a work of art. I'm not, like, taking down the craftsmanship of it. I just don't get it
Uh,
in this context. Like, I yeah.
Again, my statement about it is it's very creative, but I just feel like there's so much thrown out at me at one time.
Yeah, and I'm apparently it's a journey, and I don't feel it, and it's not meant for an album.
Agreed. Agreed.
Okay. Track 9, White as Snow.
Okay, so believe it or not, this was my second favorite song when the album came out.
Okay, that's vaguely familiar to me.
I adore the song. It's beautiful. It's
Mhm.
a real ballad song. It's not,
Yeah, and it's gorgeous,
gorgeous. So they were asked to write a song for Jim Sheridan's movie Brothers. They wrote
and
this.
that's when I went,
Yeah, yeah. They wrote this.
"That's why it sounds like this."
Yeah, they wrote this song and then Winter, and Jim Sheridan chose Winter. Winter is an amazing song, but I think this one is better. It, also that movie is really good. If you haven't seen it,
I haven't seen it.
yeah, I think I saw it like an artsy.
I'll have to see if I can find it streaming somewhere.
Yeah,
It's
let me.
called Brothers, right?
Yeah, it's kind of rough. I mean,
Oh, I
emotional.
believe it.
Yeah, but I mean, of course it is. It's Jim Sheridan, U2. But I really, really, really like this song. Like, I don't know, but I remember when it first came out, I think my dad was like, "Is there a song on there that I would like?" And usually I'm just like, "Absolutely not." But this
This is
song,
it.
he would like. But it also has this I feel like you're on a horse going slow and remember when we would say, "Carl?" I feel like that could have been
Yeah, Yeah. I couldn't place my feelings on it, and as soon as I heard that Jim Sheridan asked for a song for the movie, Bono saw snippets or whatever from the movie and decided to write about this. It's a soldier in the Afghan war who is
Yep.
dying. It lasts the length of his until he dies. And I was like, "Oh, yeah, this is written for a moment instead of arriving." And I feel like those lyrics I can always I can find those lyrics before I know that it's written for a movie.
So I don't actually think if my I don't know, maybe I could be wrong, but I think it's about a soldier who dies and his brother kind of gets attached to his deceased brother's family.
There's something
I could be
Bono said that it lasts the length of the time it takes him to die.
I know there's a
That
lot of
doesn't mean he's right,
yeah.
but it says there's a couple songs from the point of view of an active shoulder soldier in Afghanistan, and one of them is White as Snow that lasts the length of time it takes him to die. But that doesn't mean that that other story isn't in there.
Yeah, hang on, let me just look this up because
While you're looking that up, I will say that, so Lanois was working off this, phrase of future hymns that Bono was looking to write, and he reached out to his friend Lori Ann Reed, who was a singer in Toronto, who started digging up some spiritual, guidance for him, and this one stood out. It's called O Come, Emmanuel," dating from the 12th century, and that's the music to this song.
okay.
Also used by Enya on an album, but, it is given that writing credit. The music is a traditional hymnal. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if you have another version of the story because there were so many different versions of these songs from Fez
Yeah.
to Dublin to New York, whatever, whatever, that things transformed.
Okay, so yeah, Bono's wrong. So I'm remembering this now. So it's 2 brothers. One is married and has kids and goes off to Afghanistan, uh,
Okay.
and his helicopter is shot down. So they think he's dead, and he's not dead.
Huh.
So his brother, like, comes in and helps with the family and everything, and they get close, and then he's not dead.
That is not in anything I read.
Well, no, I mean, I'm looking at it on Wikipedia. It said during Sam's tour, his helicopter is shot down, and he and Private Joe Willis are the sole survivors. They are taken prisoner by the Taliban, but declared killed in action by the US government.
So that's a really specific story.
Yeah,
So this I have 2 pieces of just research. One is the idea of the song is based on a dying thoughts of a soldier initially came to Bono by reading William Golding's ambitious novel, Pincher Martin, which told the point of view of a British soldier who appeared to have survived a torpedoing of a ship. And then he was also inspired by watching the film Jarhead, where
okay.
Bono decided the song should evoke the thoughts of a soldier dying from a roadside bomb in Afghanistan. So that's the first piece is from, oh, what did I get that from? U2.com, maybe. But that would have been from like another article. And then the other piece is from The Guardian, who interviewed Bono. But we all know that there's lots of stories to lots of things.
Yeah. Oh, I'm remembering this now. This was brutal. Yeah, so the guy the I'm just gonna tell you, I'm not ruining anything, but
Yeah.
the guy who, the brother that was the soldier, who's kidnapped by the held hostage by the Taliban, he with his friend, they make him beat his friend to death with a pipe, and then and then they let him go. So he comes home fucked up, and that's how this
Wow.
I'm sorry that I saw it, I remember seeing I saw it in this, like, art theater in
Yeah.
Williamsburg. I've only seen 1 movie. No, I've seen 2 movies there.
That's the brothers. That's the,
Movie.
wow.
It's, yeah, it's not I don't wanna watch it again.
I don't know that I want to see it now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
they do though have There's something where they have the radio on and they play, like, Pride or something. Like, they have U2 on the radio at some point.
Huh,
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah. Anyway,
Well, I don't love White as Snow on this album. I feel like it's gorgeous. I think it's not to be looked over.
yeah,
To me, it's very, like it feels to me like Bono was asked to write something very specific, which just to me feels more forced.
yeah. Oh, I
But
get
that said, I do think it's a gorgeous piece of work.
yeah. But, I mean, there's usually a song on a U2 album that doesn't quite hit right. Like, are we just gonna say it? Pride on Unforgettable Fire, Mysterious Ways on Octung Baby.
Yeah,
Those songs they're just not they should have been on another album.
right. But yeah, I mean, contextually and time-wise, it's appropriate. A soldier in Afghanistan, and, it kinda sets us up for another song, which I don't know that we need 2 of them on this album.
Yeah.
So, obviously,
I mean, and I'm my opinion of this has changed over the years, but it really was my second favorite. Stand-up comedy and White as Snow were my first.
this Sean O'Hannigan from The Guardian called it U2's most intimate song. He said Bono's hymn to a soldier dying in Afghanistan is unadorned, evocative, and suggestive, and you don't even have to know what it's about to feel its quiet power or sense of
Yeah,
sadness. I think as a standalone, it's fantastic.
it is fantastic.
For me, it's not album,
Yeah.
but I'll take it over Unknown Caller.
Oh my god, yeah. Where I fall down.
At least this one makes sense.
I'm just gonna milk that one as long as we can. Except
There's nothing I need to recite. Oh my gosh. Okay, track 8. What? Oh, track 9.
track 9, we just finished 9.
It's good enough. We got another album out of it.
Good enough.
I think you said this at the beginning of side B, but the good enough isn't the song that's good enough. It's that the album's good enough to make another album.
Yes. But it's also, like, we're funny, and it's a funny thing to say. Like, if we were serious,
It's where the irreverent comes in.
yeah, I feel like if we had said this close, it wouldn't have been as funny because it's true.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
Okay, we got 2 tracks left. God, side B goes fast.
it does go fast.
Track 10, this is one, without knowing what number it is, one of my top 10 favorite U2 songs of all time. On my second least favorite album. Is that grammar? Is
I
that
got
English? I don't know that U2's ever written anything like this.
no, it's definitely different, and, like, hearing it now for this podcast, this episode, I like it better than I did, when it came out, and, not to say that it's not a good song, just like, I know how you feel about it. It doesn't pull me in like it pulls
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Well, I mean, and that's kind of the beauty of the art of it, right? That not everything's meant for everyone. It was played 54 times. I heard it once.
I heard it 5 times.
They would open 360 with it.
Yeah. With
And to
just
give that up
drums.
with just Larry on the drums at first, they sabotaged themselves. I think they had a chance to keep some of these songs going,
Yeah.
but maybe they didn't enjoy playing them. It opens with a stream of consciousness lyric. It's literally like vomit that makes sense. It's set on Bloomsday, which is June 16th, the day that James Joyce set set June 16th, the day that Ulysses by James Joyce is set on. And
The main character is Leopold Bloom.
yes, and
I love I
it's
love
amazing.
the concept of Bloomsday, like, I love that, and usually we do it's on my calendar, so
Yeah,
usually
we'll post something.
thinking about
Yeah.
Bloomsday because it's on my calendar, like, it's like a day that's sacred day of nothing.
Do you wanna hear a little freak out moment that I had?
Sure.
So, it says Eno proclaimed it as one of his favorite U2 songs, to which I was like, "Oh my god." And then The band re-recorded it, and Steve provided the finishing touches. "What have you done with the Fez version?" Eno asked. "Turned it into a monster, that's what." So,
Yeah.
Eno hates it, so now I love it.
So, my issue with this song is characters. Like, I'm not convinced that I mean, this is a character song, and I just can't
But
I
I
really
think the
feel
character is still Bono. Someone called it, who is this? Niall Stokes called it the Bono alter ego, if ever there was one.
okay,
If ever there was if ever there was one.
okay,
I mean, coming from a long line of traveling salespeople on my mother's side, that's him.
yeah.
I don't know, it's him. I found grace inside of sound, I found graces all around. I don't know. I don't know who the character is if it's not him.
I don't know, but I don't know. Okay, so the line that I wasn't gonna buy just anyone's cockatoo, that was a bet. Somebody said, "You cannot put cockatoo in a song," and he's like, "Hold my beer."
Watch me.
Yeah,
I
"Hold my
love
beer."
it.
Yeah, clearly, that that just that that word did not just happen organically. Somebody it was a bet.
Cockatoo?
Yeah.
And this is like Allen Ginsberg. This is beat poetry.
That's interesting because
I didn't come up with that, I read that.
so I didn't read that, but I say that about Sears of Lebanon.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay. There are 2 versions of this song. The other one I realized I own and I had to look it up. The other one is about Nelson Mandela, and it is on side B of Ordinary Love, which thank goodness I listened to it. And because I love this version so much, that one sounds really weird to me. But it's the same idea cadence wise
Yeah.
and musically. Mrs. Bono has been reading Cormac McCarthy and came up with an impressionistic word painting rooted in paranoia and based on the idea of a runic encounter with an enigmatic early morning caller. Mentions Dylan's Subterranean Homesick Blues and REM's Ebo the Letter.
So I read that part, and I I like that song. Like this was past when REM were in their prime, and that's a good song.
It doesn't really have, of course, but the whole part with "Every day I die again, 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 I'm reborn," that whole part, I just have a big heart over it. Like, the cadence is like this uplifting joy out of it. And the line that running down the road like loose electricity while the band in my head plays a striptease. I mean, seriously,
That's you
it is that is some cool imagery.
yeah,
And the way he sings it, I just so many props. I give so many props to the band
yeah,
for this song. I just can't. You've got this sound again. We are people born in sound. The songs are in our eyes. That's the whole "Let Me in the Sound." Eno hates it, so I'm on board.
right? I should be more on board. It is a really good song. It's very intricate. Doc says you're fine or dying.
Please. But the coming down with some new Asian virus, people were like,
I think it was actually though, I think it was bird flu because I know that when I had the 360 disease with Amanda that we caught in Chicago,
"You did, yeah."
and, I had plans to go to Vegas, and after, like, not breathing for months, found a doctor that was good to help me, and he was like, "Don't go to Las Vegas." And I'm like, "Why?" And he was like, "You're gonna be in an airplane with people with bird flu." And I'm like, "I don't c
Okay.
gonna mention this to anybody, but because 'cause I'm still going to Vegas, but when I got there, I could breathe because the air is dry and everything. It was a really actually, that was a really great
You were
experience.
like you were the song.
Yeah, I
"I can
was.
breathe now."
I could breathe when I like, the minute I got off that airplane, I was just like, "Holy crap, this is" I don't think you realize even here in the October or whatever, I don't think we realize how humid it is until you go somewhere that's
Mm-mm.
dry.
It's just our normal, yeah.
Yeah. But that's the Asian that was what no, 'cause SARS was H1N1. I don't know, whatever. Bird flu.
Bird flu, bring it on.
Yeah.
Don't bring it on.
Oh, no, no bird flu, no.
The middle 8, the walk out into these strings. I can't talk anymore. Walk out into the streets, sing your heart out. I mean, that whole part, like, this worked live. It worked so well. It was such a great opener, and I'm so sad I only heard it once. They let me down.
Yeah. It was a good live song.
I mean, I only heard it once, so I guess I can't comment too much on it, but
I have a note on there says it was good live.
I mean, it makes sense as an opener. Both
Yeah.
this and No Line on the Horizon. I feel like both of them, even if people didn't love them on the album, I felt like they would have set up a good vibe for the
Well, you know,
show.
I remember so I was really good about not looking at set lists back then, and I remember so they played in the fall of '09, and then they left, and then Bonner's back and everything, so they had to cancel the 2010 shows. When I the first show I saw back in 2011, I didn't know what the set list was gonna be or anything, and they just
Right.
ran through Achtung Baby to be they started with Even Better Than the Real Thing, and I'm like, "What's happening?"
You're
Like, I
like, what decade am I in?
don't hate this, but, like, what happened? What's occurring? What happened to get us to that point? And, yeah.
Lots of questions over whiskey and cake.
Yeah.
Discussion. It's a discussion over
Yeah,
whiskey and cake.
it is a discussion.
Yeah.
Also, like, how Connor seems like a really busy guy. How the hell does he read all these books?
Because he's like manic. Doesn't he read books in like minutes? I'm exaggerating. But doesn't he like just fly through shit? He's either unmedicated or well medicated.
That could go either way with that, couldn't it? I have to read I said this before, but I have to read books in one sitting.
Right.
If I put the book down, I mean, longer than, like, a bathroom break or something, I'm never gonna pick it up again. And so, like, I get I read the last Harry Potter book in 20 hours, like, straight 20 hours. I mean, I took the book with me into the bathroom, and I had
Right.
food and everything, but that's how I read, and I don't have time for that. Like, I don't have time to spend 20 hours reading a book.
No. But here's the other thing. He
Maybe
doesn't have to grocery shop. He doesn't have to make meals. He doesn't have to take kids anywhere. He doesn't have to walk the dog. He
he doesn't have to carry his own bags.
he literally, I mean, for sure there was a time there was kids and all these things and this and
Yeah,
that. But for I guess for the most part, his day is what he needs to do.
right. Yep.
And I forget if it might have been some interview with Allie who was talking about how he just flies through books. Like
Oh,
he'll read 2 books in a morning or something.
yeah, she said that he'll read a book in a couple hours, but then forget to take the trash out or something. I
Yeah,
don't remember what she said, but it's something along those lines.
unmedicated. Okay.
Yes. Like, in 2025, there is a very fine line between being medicated and not medicated.
We're everywhere. I made sure to medicate myself today so I could get through this episode. Page 2 of my notes, real quick before we get to the final thing, is someone who says this, Bono says this, it's like a storm blows through this song. And it is. It just happens real
Yeah,
fast. Oh, and then it talks about the alternate version. Both Larry and Bono named this as their favorite song on this album.
interesting.
Yeah. Joe Wiley asked them of U2's fame.
I would really like, I think more than any other album, I would love to sit down and talk about this one.
But yeah,
Yeah.
lots of whiskey and lots of cake.
Yeah.
Like, what would they do differently? What are they proud of? What would they have done anyway? I'd love to talk about 360 and why they ditched stuff.
Yeah. 'Cause I gotta s 360 was see, I've done, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tours. I I mean, I love Pop Mart because of our experiences. I
Yeah,
don't know that that was, like, a quality tour.
right,
So this
right.
in terms of stadiums, it's 360 and Joshua Tree 30. So
Yeah.
that's I mean, it was a good, good, good tour.
Oh, it was great. I mean, it was record breaking. It made them someone said a gazillion dollars. Some journalist said a gazillion dollars or gazillion, which is
69 gajillion dollars.
I know, right? It was record breaking and money making. It's a great tour,
Yeah.
but it was no longer well, yeah. And how much was it about time-wise, the distance from the album when they came back? It could
That
have just been so far from the release that it wasn't worth I don't know.
that's really interesting. I never thought about that, but you might be onto something there.
But again, they're the bosses of their songs and they get to choose the hits.
Yeah.
And if they want something to succeed, they can work at that.
Yeah.
That might be a really naive statement because I don't play music.
I
I
don't
just listen and critique.
yeah, like, I don't know, 75% of what we do on this podcast, we would find out what it is.
It's just complain. We gotta toast the last song. I mean, the last song we just did.
Hold on, I gotta refill.
You guys, these shots are hitting hard.
They are. Well, but you know what? We're minty fresh.
We are minty fresh with the peppermint. I am glad we only have one more song because I'm seeing double. No, yeah.
I don't know, but I didn't eat dinner that night, so
Oh, I didn't either.
yeah, I didn't have a time to because I was still working
You were serious?
notes up till, like, 4 minutes,
Okay. Track 10, Breathe,
drink 11,
the winner of all winners in
good
my
night.
head. One more track. Track 11, Cedars of Lebanon.
Played 0 times.
I definitely didn't give this song I had such a hard time with this album that making it to the end just was hard.
Yeah. So, my notes are this sounds like some kind of beat performance art. It
Mhm.
reminds me of when Bono did his little performance art 19 in Bullet the Blues.
No, 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 no.
Yeah, that's what this reminds me of. And, like, with that, I did not believe I thought he was reciting something that someone else wrote. I spent ages looking
Yeah.
quote, and he wrote it, but that was just really cool, like yeah, so it's it's ambient from the beginning, the Eno mark is right away.
Well, and it's sampled from an Eno song.
Yeah, yes, you talk about
Eno
that,
and Lanois, it's called Against the Sky. If you go, you can look it up real quick on iTunes and you hear it. It is absolutely the backdrop of this song.
which really kinda sucks when you think about it. This is why Eno's such a Svengali Rasputin, because I'm sure they had to pay him to use his to use this song. Like, I feel like that was a bait and switch.
I hope not. Maybe they had to pay this Harold Budd. It was on Harold Budd's album, The Pearl,
Yeah.
with Lanois and Eno. I hope not.
Because if they did, I feel like that's unethical. Like, you can't sell them on your song and then make them pay you. So I don't know, but I'm just
That's shifty.
yeah. But I mean, isn't shifty? Don't you always think of that?
Yeah.
I did too. He was just that meme of the cat saying something about
Oh, there is an Eno cat meme. Find it, yes.
no, not emo cat. No.
Eno cat.
Emo cat.
There
No.
is an
But I feel like that cat speaks for all of us. So it's a thing that says caption this.
Oh, Eno, I am the worst worst critic, cat. Not while I'm
Yeah.
alive. The cat speaks for all.
Yeah. Look, so this is my take on Brian Eno. When he's actually playing like producer and not artist, I mean, like, look at Unforgettable Fire, look at Joshua Tree. I mean, I don't know that what I know he had a lot of contributions to it, but like, how much of that they don't sound like Eno? I mean, a little bit,
No,
but not. enough to, like, annoy the crap out of me. This annoys the crap out of me.
There's something about his like this whole thing that Lily White says that U2 makes music, Eno takes the U2 out, and then Lily White, like, closes it. There's whatever that transaction is like the magic.
Yeah.
And I don't understand how you take the U2 out of thing. I don't understand it, but when it works, it works. But that's
Not
when he's
and
that's
then
when he's producing, not writing.
yeah. Yeah, I just, I don't know, I just don't.
But I think this Cedars of Lebanon, this song works.
Oh, it does work. So it's all ambient though. I know that this sounds crazy, but listening to it for the pod, I felt like I never ever heard it before. Like I have
Same.
no
No,
memory
same.
ever,
Yeah,
and maybe it's because I didn't get this far in the album because I don't know, but I'm sure I heard it. This is not the first time I've heard
I've
it.
definitely heard it. I didn't pay any attention to it.
No, but I get it. I like it. It's beautiful and it's just cool. Like,
It
there's
is cool.
something about maybe I am crazy, but every so often you get a song that feels like it's tangible. Like, you can just, like, put it in your pocket, and this is one of those.
Yeah. So it's written in third person and it's a character. It is a journalist in Lebanon during the war. But again, there's like, let's go back to bad, which is for moments of surrender. We are third person, a person in addiction. But Bono has so much experience with those people or such an intimate experience with that person that they're able to grasp that feeling. So, and Bono has said repeatedly that if he was not a songwriter, he would have been a journalist. He
Yeah.
still would have run away from home. He still would have put himself in dangerous places. He still would be writing about the world. So these are his people. And even though it's third, and it still feels like he gets it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It feels authentic.
The line that the last verse is, "Choose your enemy carefully, because they will define you. Make them interesting, because in some ways they will mind you." That, to me, I find that really, really interesting
Yeah.
because not that not that I hope this isn't accurate, but not that this album is my enemy. I mean, that's Brian Eno. But but by me not liking this album, does that define me? I think it does.
I mean, if you like all quote unquote all you two except this is the weird definition of your fandom. It's so strange. And it's not like it's your enemy, but
Yeah, but I don't want my dislike for this album to be my identifying factor.
right.
Like, it should be my love for Joshua Tree. I wanna
Right.
be defined by that,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I will say real quick the cedars of Lebanon. So they are mentioned many times in the Old Testament. They are real trees that grew in the area, popular in lots of buildings. But one of the major mentions that Solomon uses the cedar to build Jerusalem. So that cedars of Lebanon is a religious mention
It is.
in this instance, but they are real trees. I don't know, the way he delivers it in this like spoken song is just so believable that it's journalists at war.
Yeah,
Like he's
absolutely.
not singing about someone, he is someone. What do I have here? There's a lot of Bono and U2 in the portrait of the journalist. Not least, as Bono acknowledged in the closing verse, choose your enemies. Because it is true, like, your friends will always love you, but your enemies don't let go.
No, and, like, who wants that? To I mean, I don't want this album to be the fact that I didn't like
Right,
to be my identifying factor.
right.
I want Joshua Tree to
You
be
want your loves
yeah,
to
but
be remembered by.
I feel like also we don't know enough people that like this album as much for that to actually be my identifier. Like, if I said oh, here's the thing, if I said "Say," the song I hate the most is one.
You we'll leave that for Kip.
We'll leave that for later, but, like, that would be my identifying factor,
Right.
not that defines you,
So
Like,
I was a
you
little
love
worried.
that in you.
Right.
Yeah, define.
I won't let this define you. I will not put this on your gravestone.
Oh, good, thank you.
I promise. So
I hope you maybe put good enough.
on your gravestone, she was good enough. So I'm trying to be serious about something. I hope if y'all are watching on YouTube, I am bright red. So, YouTube ends every album and every show with a prayer. And I was like, what is the prayer in this? Right. Well, in part of this by now, Stokes, it comes from Bono. It says, I think of all of the energy that went into that, meaning the Iraq war, and the bravery of the men and women who served. And I think of what those resources could have achieved if only the lives of the poorest of the poor were as valuable as the idea of bringing democracy to the desert.
Huh,
I thought that was pretty profound.
it's very
So, as
not
much as the song itself is, to me, I guess that's the prayer.
yeah,
It still ends on that solemn note, but
yeah,
I like that better.
yeah.
Well, that's no light on the horizon. Hillary, you survived.
I know I survived.
How are you feeling?
I'm glad it's over. I'm very, very glad it's over.
I don't have like half a shot left, but it was okay.
So, like, I'm proud of our podcast, but these Tart Talks are I'm so proud of us for this. Like, these are hard like, no kidding, like, when this is over tonight, we're not gonna be, like, actively doing our research for Songs of Innocence, but we're gonna start listening to it, like
Yeah, we'll start listening. It's
yeah,
like ritual.
yeah,
I might put it on before I go to bed as I
yeah,
brush my teeth.
that's what I'm gonna do too. I gotta put
I gotta brush all these shooters off my teeth.
I feel like I just taste like toothpaste anyway.
And yes, we do it in a week, but that's also because 'cause we're not, like, sitting in a library going through everything, and y'all don't have 5 hours for this.
No, we don't
Neither do we.
yeah,
We have, like, 3 books,
right.
and they are dwindling.
4, but one of them ran out before
I know. I would like to give props real quick to this newish book by Broadley Morgan, U2 Until the End of the World, which I just got, which is not, like a song by any stretch of the imagination, but it is U2 over 50 years. So it goes up to Joshua Tree 30, historically. So wait, let me make sure that's true. That's the last picture I just saw. So, oh, Sphere.
oh, wow.
So while it does not go through the songs, it does have some historical context, which will be very helpful. Because then we got to start like Googling interviews.
I know, that's not
You know what would be the most helpful? If they just came
please, if you
to
know,
give us a song by song rundown on Songs of Innocence, please.
if you are you 2 or know you 2 or are you 2 R2D2?
Well, the nice thing is that Songs of Innocence and Songs of Experience are recent enough in our lives
Yeah.
that we remember things. And also, we have a lot of feelings.
Yeah, we do, but, like, I feel like maybe it was the lesson I learned from or the lack of from No Light on the Horizon that made me dig deeper into Songs of Innocence and Songs of Experience.
Yeah,
Like, I it was too those albums are like, I get it, they're made for me, kind of, where
they're
I
so made for us.
I don't know who the, really, that's a question to ask. Who is the target audience for No Line on the Horizon? Because it is not your average U2 fan.
Well, and I
I'm
wish again, like this stuff just didn't come up when I was researching, but there's stuff I remember Bono saying like, "We are really lucky to have the fans we have. That they stuck with us through that because like we fucked up."
but this so think about this, though. What if they played all the songs on tour? I mean, we would have because we're very devoted fans, but, like, the average casual fan, would they have stuck with it if they heard if this is all they played live?
I guess it would depend how the live was interpreted. Like, I don't know, their live songs are so different than their album songs that
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, I don't know what it would have taken to make these songs work live, like literally logistically, but I think it was a huge missed opportunity for
Yes.
some of these songs.
So this just kinda answered my own question. Who was this album made for? And I feel like it was made for the critic that likes to use 8,000 words to say it was good, or it was bad. But, they come up with
Yep.
everything that, probably no one's ever heard of.
I also think they made it for themselves,
Okay.
which I don't think was the intention.
Yeah.
Passengers was made for themselves.
Oh, yeah.
And I can forgive, I mean, not even forgive it. Like, I can accept that. But like you said, I don't know if it was this ep or the ep before, but giving Eno and Lanois writing credits. This is not a U2 album.
No, it's not.
It's one thing if it was a song or two, because songs have random writing credits. But when it's not just U2, it's just not a U2 album, and
Right.
that's not fair.
Yeah. Well, the moral of the story is
We still got one more.
oh, yeah.
Cedars of Lebanon.
Good
I
enough.
am sorry to Cedars of Lebanon for not giving you enough credit.
I totally
That
agree.
is a cool song.
It is a and that's my word to describe it. It's cool. But
It's
it
cool.
like, I don't know what the I'm trying to think of other songs, but, like, songs that feel tangible that you wanna, like, put in your pocket. Think that Miracle Drug is one. I feel like Kite is one. No. Yeah, Kite is one. I mean, for me, I
For you,
can't
yeah.
I don't I'm not gonna go any further than that. But those are just songs where it's like, I don't know, it
You can
just
feel it. You
you
can
can
put it in
feel
your pocket.
feels yeah, it
Yeah.
feels tangible, so,
Cedar of Lebanon, like, it just it makes sense, like, in a confined space,
mhm.
and, I don't
Like,
know that I would go to choose to listen to it on its own, but as an album closer, yeah.
Exit is in my pocket.
What's in your pocket?
Exit, that's another one that feels like it's
Exit is in your pocket.
yeah.
For me, Exit's it would explode out, and I wouldn't be able to catch it, but
That's like, that's
I
okay,
would just shove it in your pocket.
here's another thing though, like, Exit is a song that I feel like I can, like, scarily enough that I can, like, dive into it. Like, I can swim along with
Yeah.
Exit and with Miracle Drug and whatever. Please.
Oh,
That's
those are your, like, 3 defining songs.
yeah, but, like, I can put those in my I can be in those songs, and this album doesn't have a song that I mean, again, this feels like something I could put in my pocket, but it's not I can't
Yeah.
embrace it like the others.
I will let's real quick drink to Cedars of Lebanon, and I guess I have a closing statement.
Okay, good enough.
Good enough. How much is left in here? I have like a quarter left. This album, it's just a collection of works of art to me. It's not an album. It doesn't tell a story. It's disjointed. To me, No Line on the Horizon, Breathe, Moment of Surrender, not in that order, are the victims of those are the survivors
Okay.
that you can, like, dig out of the mud and be like, "Oh my god, no, we gotta get the good ones." I just feel like I mean, No Line on the Horizon, I love as, like, a big to me, that's a big U2 song. Moment of Surrender and Breathe, whoever wrote that somewhere, I feel like those are gems that are just lost forever, that they are things that U2 had never created and will never create again, and if they hit you, they do, and if they don't, they don't, because art's cool like that. But, it's like Kite is a huge gem for a lot of people, and my nervous system can't
I
stand
never
it.
read it.
Isn't that so crazy? And then Moment of Surrender, my nervous system like, literally, I'm not being, like, hyperbolic about that, like, my
Yeah.
nervous system wants it. It, like, soothes me. It's just really interesting. And every album, like, even when we did the TART Talk for All That You Can't Leave Behind, and we're like, "We don't actually like this album as a whole."
Right.
It still had, like, a flow to it of sorts. It still made sense.
I think that the with All That You Can't Leave Behind, I think that it does have a flow, it does make sense, but I think that we got
Hit over the side of the head.
well, I think that we got, like, blindsided by 9/11.
We really did,
Yeah,
and we learned that when we talked to Maddie with U2's, which we need to post about, which was really interesting, that All That You Can't Leave Behind is Elevation, which is post 9/11.
yeah,
But when you take 9/11 out of All They Can't Leave Behind, it's not what we hype it up to be.
yeah. But, like, when we got to that, I had no idea. I was like, "Oh, this is such a great album," and I start listening to it, and I'm like, "No, it's
Mm,
not." But also, on the flip side of that, I had no idea how good How Spam on an Atomic Bomb was.
right? I
Yeah.
would have told you that if you told me without listening to either of them in, like, a million years, which one was better, All They Can't Leave Behind, hands down.
Yep.
But it wasn't now that before we talked to Maddie and I listened to All They Can't Leave Behind just as a whole, like, walking the dog,
Mhm.
it's a great album. But song by song, it hit us hard. But we're not talking about that tonight. I have this much left.
Shoot it.
It is a line on the horizon. Tomorrow's gonna be rough.
I know. Okay, well,
Thanks for coming to this Tart Talk.
thank you so much. Like, it ended up I mean, my opinions of the album weren't much greater than I thought that they would be, but I'm just really, really, really glad it's over.
Me too.
And I mean, I'm fine to talk about 360 all day and night.
Yeah. Well, and also it's nice that we had such like differing opinions on the songs that it created nice discussion.
Yeah,
And I can appreciate it all as art in the way that I can appreciate the passengers as art in creating music
yeah,
for unknown films.
yeah,
But this is a U2 album,
right.
and they really pulled the wool over our eyes on this. It was not cool.
That said, our love is you too. Like, no matter what
Which
they
is why which is why we have problems with it.
choose your enemies carefully because they will define you. Yeah.
You're not our enemy. They'll never be our
No,
enemy.
they're not, but, the album is.
There's no I Fall Down.
No, there
Should I recite it again? Just kidding.
you said it like it was performance art.
I Fall Down that's some beatnik shit right there.
Yeah. It better be because it's not a standalone anything. Okay,
Okay.
well, thank you for listening. If you like this, might I suggest you go back and listen to our pop episode because I think these 2 have been our best.
This one was good, yeah?
Really good. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to like everything for it to be good, but I feel like those 2 were our like, even though we don't entirely understand this album, we understand how our reactions are to the album, and I feel like pop is very similar to that, except we do understand the songs for pop.
Right, but we had lots of revelations,
Yes.
and that was you can just go back how many years from now?
I can't do math when I
Wait, okay, so Melon on the Horizon, How to Spin an
20
Atomic Bomb, All That You
24,
Can't Leave Behind, Puff. You
23.
gotta go back 3 this is this year, 3 years ago.
Yes, it was a good one, and also, we were together, so that might have, had something to do with,
And if you're not a fan of October, I definitely recommend our October app, which would it just be app number 2.
yeah,
I hope it's good.
I hope it's good too. I hope it's not like you don't
This
listen
is
to it.
app number 302. No,
It's more
yeah,
than that.
303?
I think it might be 304.
Anyway, it was over 300 apps ago. Technology has changed a lot since then. But
Yeah,
just remember,
the world has changed a
no
lot
one's a
since
bigger that's not Eno. No one's a bigger critic than your cat.
I'm alive.
And on that note
My mom, like, I'm gonna say this though. My mom is like the queen of crossword puzzles. Like, she does crossword puzzles all the time. Like, and it takes her a second. She does these crossword puzzles. And she always, like, if there's ever anything on Jeopardy about Brian Eno, she's like, I know him because Eno
No.
is very popular in crossword puzzles.
I feel like I saw him in something recently that I meant to make note of it to bring tonight because I'm like, why is Eno popping up everywhere?
Could not be. I hope that he's not popping up.
It was something like trivial, like something, I don't know.
Yeah. I hope he doesn't pop up in album land again.
I mean, only if it's in the way that he has traditionally, because apparently there's something useful. But
But didn't Edge say, was it streets that Brian tried to erase and Edge had a, like,
with or without you.
with or
Wasn't it with or
without you?
without you? And like
I don't
Gavin took it out of the trash can.
Oh, I think it was
But
with or
maybe it
without you.
was, no, maybe it was streets.
I don't know.
I don't
But it
know.
was,
Both of those songs were on like death's door till they were saved.
yeah.
But anyway, U2 make something, Eno changes it so they know what to do. Well, if Eno changes to this, then we need to make the opposite.
Yes. Definitely, definitely. And, if you two ever need, like, consultants or something, we don't have anything better to do except this podcast.
Nope. Nothing else.
Yeah.
No. No life, no children, no parents, no bills, no nothing. We could be there in a second.
Nothing that we wouldn't drop everything to be consultants.
Yeah.
Don't
And we are
judge us.
not yes women either. So
No, we're not. If you listen to our podcast, like, I
Yeah.
just feel like I need to remind people that we are, like, fans, that we love them, but we're not
even though sometimes we hate them.
yeah, we're not yes ladies. We're not gonna just say yes to everything. We're gonna be honest with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I gotta eat something.
Me too. Good night, y'all.
Not until 2 weeks from now.
Yes, you and me, yes. They
Yeah.
won't know the
Well,
difference.
they won't know the difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Well, thank God.
We'll be back next week with more U2-ish content.
In the meantime, keep chatting with us on social media at _gardentarts.
Sign up for our newsletter at thegardentarts.com and share with your YouTube friends.
You can support us on Patreon, buy me a coffee, and leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts.
Kissing Lips and Breaking Hearts, a U2-ish podcast with the Garden Tarts, is created, produced, and edited by us, the Garden Tarts.
Intro and outro music by December.
See you next week.